Go.
Hi, everyone. I'm Steve. I'm here with my co-host Eric, as well as Benny and the Midnight Tavern. And tonight we are going to be playing a one-shot of the Alien RPG. I fully intend for some characters to die. I intend for this to be spooky and scary. It was supposed to be last weekend, but the Saturday after Halloween seems a little more fitting. And because I had some family life issue stuff come up. For those of you who don't know, the Alien RPG is quite literally we're playing an alien movie, but in TTRPG format. Yeah, it should be a lot of fun, hopefully. They have all selected a character to use. Eric will be playing Hudson, who is the company agent. We also have Midnight playing Carlisle, who is the roughneck. And we have Benny playing Singer, who is the colonial marine. Just to give you all a little bit of a backstory, you guys are part of a trucking company because even Marines and medics and all that work on these ships in the alien universe for some reason or another. And you are about to deliver to one of the colonies. And that is where we will start. But before we get going, the only thing you need to know about the system is with the Roll20, if you want to do something, you click on it. So I have opened up one of the other characters. If you go to the chat bar, I'm going to click on his ranged combat. And it will ask you to add or subtract modifiers, which I will tell you if you need to. Most of the time, that's going to get left blank. It comes up in the chat bar. Those fancy bullseyes are successes. A lot of the time, all you need is one success. Now, you can always push your dice if you fail. That allows you to add a stress die. Stress dies are good because you get more dice to chuck around, but at the same time, they're bad because if you roll a face hugger, you panic and you make a panic roll. And if you panic, bad things happen. So, oh, some people got some face huggers already.
That was me.
Make sure to lower your stress level back down to 0. And that is about it. Once anybody gets critically injured, we will cover that. And when we get into any kind of like conflict or combat, we will cover that when we get there. But anyway, you guys were on an autopilot. So we're going to say that you have an autopilot for your ship. The pilot is asleep at the moment, and you guys are arriving, and the ship's computer mother has woken you all up from cryosleep. The pods open, and all of you are awoken to the sound of Mother saying, "We have arrived at our destination. Prepare shuttle for transport."
It's going to have to wait till I get a cup of coffee in me. And I'm going to stumble over to wherever the space Keurig machine is.
It is just a button, and a cup drops, and coffee fills it.
It looks like suspiciously like Mr. Plutonium for whatever reason.
It's awful. This is
Oh,
terrible.
it is the worst.
This is like the worst coffee. I've
While
had.
he's doing that, I'm gonna go check out the readout, the display to see where we're at and just kind of refocus on waking up and being alert and figuring out what we're supposed to do and not trying to shake off the dream I was having in hypersleep.
All right. Roll me Comtech, please.
That's a button here. Comtech. It says 0, so I'm just gonna click the button. Dice to add or subtract for Comtech.
None.
All right.
Now you can You can push that to add a die and try again, or you can just accept the failure.
I haven't had my coffee yet. I'm just gonna shake it off and be like, I'm too tired for this crap. I hate hypersleep. Oh,
Singer is going to be,
All
while
right.
he's having his first coffee, is going to be singing whatever the futuristic variation of a sea chanty is. Not particularly well or in tune or even getting the words right.
All right. You guys get dressed, get situated. Everything seems to be functional. There is a little blip going on at the console in the piloting area.
Ooh.
Just a little red light blinking.
I'm gonna go over to that area, because I'm assuming, being a company man, that I know at least a little bit about this ship and its systems. I'm gonna try and investigate that.
Yes, roll me Comtech, because you have really good Comtech.
3 successes.
3 successes. All right. You walk over, you hit the button, and a display comes up, and it is a notice from the company, Wayland Yutani, the official company. It reads out that there is a particular cargo at the colony that they expect you to pick up and bring back. It is labeled X22, and you will all receive a substantial bonus for bringing it back.
Oh.
Failure to bring it back forfeits all shares of the current job.
Ooh. Well, boys, we got some overtime, but it's mandatory, and you're not going to get paid unless you do it. So I guess you can call them orders from home base. We've got to pick up this box labeled X22 on our way out.
I forget. Were we delivering something, or is this just a courier mission?
No, you guys were, you're a delivery truck. There was a shuttle full of supplies for the colony below.
All right.
You guys are on the big giant ship, and there's a shuttle to get you down.
I'll start prepping the bird. Make sure everything's stowed properly and locked up. Last time we did this, we had 3 crates fall free, and I'm not taking a hit on that one.
If I help you, will you stop complaining? Singer asks.
No, but I'll enjoy your company while I complain.
Singer is going to go sit down and keep singing badly between sips of coffee since he can't stop this guy complaining.
All right. Company man, what are you doing? Well, one is prepping the shuttle, one is thinking to himself poorly.
I'm going to log in and see if there's any communications for me in particular. Company directives that maybe the other people here aren't and should not be privy to.
If you look at your personal agenda on your sheet, that is the information that is given to you or that you receive.
Okay. I'm going to make a note of that. And head back over to the table.
That is a good...
Oh, I'm sorry, go on.
It's a good thing to note for everyone that there is a personal agenda on your character sheet. You are under no obligation to follow that. However, if you do, there will be certain points in this game where I will stop and say we are going to another act. If you have followed your agenda or have made strides towards following your agenda, you will get a story point, which allows you to re-roll a skill.
Oh, nice.
All right. So, Mr. Carlisle, you are getting the shuttle all prepped. Everything is good to go. Mother has confirmed that all systems are operational. The shuttle is ready for launch.
Okay. I guess I'll just hop on comms and let the people know. Now, obviously, there's other people on the ship. Are they coming with us, or is it just kind of more when we play? Is it just more of just our group going? How does that work?
That is entirely. You guys are going to be the only ones that are going into the colony. If you want them to come and be on the shuttle, it'll be easier to throw them in when you need them. You can leave them on the ship and they can bring one of the smaller shuttles down if you need them. It is entirely up to the three of you how you want to play that. You have, as I stated before, Abel is your medic, Brannigan is your pilot, and Howard is an officer.
I think
Are we
maybe having
expecting any trouble when we deliver this stuff?
You wouldn't expect there to be. This has been a place that you've delivered quite a few times.
Well, we definitely don't want to risk the pilot. I don't see any reason to put the medic or the officer in danger.
Well, do we need the pilot to fly the shuttle?
You might, unless who has a good amount of agility? Because piloting is based on agility.
negative.
I
Where
think
on our
most
sheet
of
is
you
that?
have 0.
Where on that?
That's
It's in
the
this.
diamond in the middle. The inner 4 are strength, wits, empathy, and agility. And the ones out from there are the skills associated with them.
I have
My
a
agility
4.
is 4.
I have 0 in piloting.
I have 0 in piloting. I was thinking they could just, handle the ship, like the shuttle for us. I'm assuming the
Yeah.
shuttle's got a rudimentary med lab on it. Like a little teeny tiny, like single room, one stretcher type deal. Medic could hang out in there, and the pilot and officer could kind of be like pilot co-pilot situation for us.
Okay.
Yeah, I said we bring him.
Okay.
All right. Everybody is going to come with you. Brannigan will make that piloting roll to see if he gets you guys down to the planet without any issues. He gets 1 success, so he gets you down there in an effective manner. You guys are all strapped in. This is not the first time you've come into a planet's atmosphere, but it is as shaky and bumpy as ever. And he pulls the shuttle into the cargo bay that was open. However, as you guys are pulling in, Brannigan does turn to the three of you who are going to be doing most of the work and says, no comms. There are no comms with the colony. No one has hailed us. No one has answered when I've tried to talk. It's radio silence.
Singer immediately starts checking all of his weapons.
Is there a way to connect to the local network for the colony and like check the status on stuff? Like if there's any alarms or anything going off?
You hear Mother. You would need to upload me into the terminal in the cargo bay in order to be able to do that. We can do nothing from the shuttle. Brannigan looks at you, Hudson, and goes, shouldn't there be someone at the comms panel at all times?
Oh, yeah. No, absolutely. I'm going to go load Mother onto my data deck, and we'll go down into the cargo area and figure this out.
All right. Brannigan lands the shuttle. It takes about 2 minutes for all the landing gear to go, everything's situated, and the back panel to drop.
Okay. I'm assuming that means we're in the cargo area at this point. So
Yep, you're good to go.
I'm gonna walk out and look around, what's going on here? Is there anybody here? Maybe the radio's busted and, people are still milling about, they're just having some kind of failure. If not, no matter what, at the same time, I am going to be looking for one of those data terminals that I can use to upload Mother into.
Roll me observation, please.
Observation. Where are you at? There you are. No successes.
Would you like to push that?
Why not? No, yes. It's 2 successes.
All right, but that face hugger means you might panic. So we will see. Roll me a D6 and add your 1 face hugger to your roll. So roll just the D6 and then add that in afterwards. Should be at the top of your character sheet. There should be a button for your D6.
Oh, there we go. 5.
So on a 6, because of your 1 face hugger, you are keeping it together. You managed to keep your nerves in check. So with your 2 successes, you are able to find the control panel for the cargo area. But what you also notice is that as you're about to load Mother onto the terminal, you notice the little office where the what would it could be the air traffic controller would sit.
Okay.
There is a distinctive red smear on the window.
I'm gonna kind of do I'm in the control panel doing my thing, uploading Mother, and I'm giving it the command as well. I have to wait till Mother gets uploaded for that. Never mind. I'm gonna do kind of a double take on it. I notice it, but I didn't notice, and I'm gonna stare at it, and I'm gonna go, "Hey, guys," and I'm gonna point at the window. That doesn't look good.
I'm going to go ahead and advance on the spot cautiously and probably with a sidearm out if I can.
As he walks
Okay.
past, I'm just going to mutter under my breath, "Now is it okay to complain?"
No, shut up.
I'm going to go back onto the ship, and I'm sure there's a couple of weapons there, weapons rack or something, just a general security type thing, and grab a gun.
Everybody on their character sheet should have a weapon already that is assigned to them. So
Watsumi bolt gun. Nice.
I got a M4A3 service pistol. It's gonna service some bullets.
And then I believe the Colonial Marine has a pulse rifle. So
M4 1A pulse rifle, looks like.
Yep. So we've got 3. You guys all have a weapon at hand. So Singer, as you approach, do you go up to the door, or are you gonna peek through the window? How do you proceed?
What's the layout around this like? Is it a blank wall and then there's a window in the wall and a door, or is it its own self-contained thing?
So the way the cargo bay is laid out, it's a big square. You can see all kinds of cargo all around. They have a shuttle of their own there in case they need to come up to a ship. It's an open floor plan, but there is a set of stairs right next to where the computer terminal is, and there is a window, one of those bay windows that you would see someone looking down onto the floor below, and the door is right next to it. So it's in the wall with a door into the wall that would lead into there.
All right. So basically, I'm approaching very slowly with my weapon pointed down, and I'm doing the thing where I'm making sure to clear any corners I come across and look behind things. So it's a it's a pretty slow, tedious process for me to actually get to the point where I look in the window, and then depending on what I see, I'll try the door.
Okay. As you peer through the window, you notice that most of the computer terminals here are off. Like you would normally see blinking lights and all this. Everything is dark. The smear on the window from your experience as a Marine, you can tell is absolutely blood. And the chairs in there are turned over, and you see a ventilation grate from the ventilation shaft above that is crashed onto the ground. But you see no bodies or anything like that.
And some sort of radios or comms or something on us.
You guys have short-term communicators to each other.
Okay, so
Or
yeah,
short
basically
range.
short range. Yeah, so basically, I'm gonna, this situation does not look good. We need to. What are your orders?
Where am I at with this upload?
As he says that, 100%. Mother is fully uploaded.
Okay. Sorry, go on. I didn't want to interrupt.
No, that's it. She's uploaded.
Can I have her do that thing from my personal agenda from this terminal? Or do I need a different terminal?
You cannot do it from this terminal.
Can I
there would be
the terminal from this?
Yes, you can. You would actually need to go to the central server room to get this data.
Okay. I'm going to try, can I get a map of the facility?
Absolutely. That is uploaded to your personal comm thing instantly.
Can I shoot that over to everybody else?
You sure can.
Okay. So I'm going to tell them like, all right, guys, I'm going to get maps over to us for layout here. I think we should be looking for survivors. Something happened here. There's got to be people here that know what happened. There's no comms. We got blood. The thing's messed up in there.
Do we have camera feeds?
Check camera feeds. Can I check camera feeds?
It seems that all of the security camera footage has been erased within the last 24 hours. And from what you can tell, all but one of the cameras are down.
Which camera's up?
The camera that is to the cafeteria. And there is no one or nothing in there. However, it does look like there was a riot.
Okay.
You say it looks like there was a riot. Can you give us a little bit more detail? Is there everything's turned over? Are there bodies? Like, what are we talking about?
Can you just
there's no bodies, but all the tables are torn or thrown around. The chairs are smashed. Where the food line would be, all of those windows are shattered. And they're like the lights that hang down. Some of them are like just straight down and blinking.
Well, if we want to find this security cameras and all that stuff, we're gonna have to go to the central server room. That's where all the backups are gonna be. We'll be able to figure out exactly what happened here from there.
See, if we didn't hate the Tyrell Corporation so much, we could have sent a replicant in. We don't need to be going in through this. This is obviously not something for us to be dealing with. We should get back onto the ship, and we should send out a radio signal saying something happened, and have Central send some people to come and investigate this. We are not here for this. We're supposed to be dropping stuff off. I didn't sign up to go find out some sort of mass hysteria riots going on. We should be staying on the ship and get back to the ship. That's what we should be doing.
Right, but I'm sorry.
There may be survivors here, and they don't have time to wait for your knees to stop shaking.
And not only that, do I need to remind you that nobody gets paid unless we pick up cargo X-22 on the way out of here? So we need to figure
Yeah,
out where
but
that is as well.
last I checked, nobody gets paid if they're dead. So I'm just putting that out there. Just
And this could have been a simple riot or worker dispute that's already been handled, and everybody could be over in the barracks, in the detention center. We don't know. Let's head over to the central server. We can look for people along the way. Hop into the comms package, find X-22 cargo, get it on the boat, and get out of here if we need to. I promise we'll make this a quick, easy milk run, in and out.
Do we know where X-22 is, or even what we're looking for?
Cargo labeled X-22 on the manifest. That's all I got on this data pad. We'll be able to find it from the server room.
is that labeled biological hazard or something? Is it something we should be worried about? Is it something that may have been something that caused this to happen?
It is literally that vague. It just says pick up cargo X-22.
Oh, I figured that. I'm just
according to all my paper, according to everything I have here on the comms, it is just standard safe material. It's probably a prototype or something. Or artifacts. Who knows?
Hopefully it's a droid that will replace jacks of all trades on these missions.
Ouch.
Maybe it's a sentry bot, doing some boring routine stuff over and over again and only shoots its mouth when it needs to and just stays quiet the rest of the time. Just saying.
There once was a ship that put to sea in the name of its ship.
All right. The door, the only door out of here, it opens to like an airlock that you turn. There's a door to your left that will lead you into that air traffic control room. And then there's a door straight ahead that leads into the colony.
I'm going to head into the colony. And I advise anybody who wants to get paid to follow me. I hate to do it, but in this situation, I'm kind of your boss.
Yeah, since I'm the Marine in this situation, I'm not following you. I'm walking ahead of you. I'm basically taking the point.
Perfect.
All right. So there are 3 levels to this colony. The first level is kind of the facilities area. It's where the general offices are, the science labs, the medic bays, all of that. The second level is typically the living areas. It has the cafeteria, the restaurant, the store, the little apartments, the barracks, etc. And the bottom floor is the server room, the generator room, everything that kind of runs the colony. The terraformer is also there as well. So in this first floor, you have your science department, you have the medic department, you have the security department, and you have the just general work department.
And what's the purpose of this colony? Is it some kind of research facility or?
It started as just a colony to terraform the planet, but it slowly became kind of a research facility as well as just trying to set up a mining colony, make it a mine, but they haven't really started the mining stuff yet.
Okay. All right, so I'm gonna do my Marine thing. I'm gonna enter the door that our company man is instructing us to go through, and I'm gonna clear the corners and everything, look around, and try to make sure the area is secure.
All right. As you are moving along, are you going stealthily? Are you just plunging through? What is the tactic?
Going for some stealth. If there's anything hostile here, I don't want them to know that I'm here.
All right. Anyone who's trying to be quiet needs to roll me a mobility, please.
Oh, I'm definitely trying to be quiet and as far back in the pack as possible.
Yeah, I'm following the Marines' lead on movement here. I'm not stupid. They know what they're doing.
All right.
Look at that. Look at that.
All right. Hudson was quiet. Benny, do you want to push that to try to get a success or sit with your fail?
Do I want to push that?
Yeah. There's a
Um,
button underneath it that allows you to push it.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Push your luck.
Okay.
It increases your stress, but this is a stressful game.
Sure, let's do that.
So
Okay.
what's
All
the difference
right. Hey,
between
you
the black crosshairs and the yellow crosshairs on the dice?
So the yellow dice are the stress dice. They are the ones that have the face hugger. If you get a 1 on those, you panic. So having more stress means you're more likely to panic, but it also means you're more likely to succeed. So there is a balance there. But in some instances, being able to succeed is the proper thing to do.
So you always add the number of stress to your roll each time?
Yep.
Nice. Okay.
And it does it automatically in this. That's why we're using the roll 20. Because like I said, it can get really, really ridiculous with the amount of dice you're chucking. And it's just easier to have it all squared away and ready to go. So Singer, you lead everyone kind of down the corridors. You turn at one of the ways to right. You're heading towards the elevator or the stairwell down, and you guys come around towards the medical bay. There are 3 rooms that are distinctly like hospital rooms, with all kinds of surgery equipment in that. They're closed up and the windows are there. The first window, it's clear, everything seems fine in there. The second one, as you're walking and you look in there, there is a body laying on a gurney, and they're obviously dead as their chest is just peeled open.
All right, company man, what are your orders with this?
So
How do I roll not to throw up?
Why don't you take a level of stress, and you're just fighting throwing up as you look at it.
Sounds good.
So like a lot of that bravado that I was showing earlier, just, it melts away a little bit, and it's not like, panic. It's more of, that initial distracted kind of dumbstruck, like, what do you need?
How far away are we from each other physically at this moment?
A couple feet, probably.
Basically, when you came to a halt, I just kind of came up to where you were at.
Singer's just going to turn and give them the I'm not mad, just disappointed look. I'm like, look, something bad happened here. We're going to see bad things. Pull yourselves together. Company man, you're the one running this mission, we're told. So what are your orders? Do we want to investigate these hospital rooms? Do we want to leave them where they lay? What do you want to do?
We have to get that. We have to get the cargo on the manifest. That's our top priority right now. Server room. Let's get down to server room, locate this box, and let's get out of here. We'll call in.
Do we have on
support?
Any type of camera or anything? Like, are we transmitting back to the ship, or at least to the shuttle where the rest of our team is?
I know that one of the characters, I'm not sure which one. It was nope, none of you, I think. One of you has a digital camera, or one of the characters had a digital camera. But no, I don't think there's any like visual back to the ship. You guys just have the short range communicators back to the ship, where the
Okay.
three others are just kind of waiting.
So they're pretty much keeping abreast of what's going on, but eventually we're going to run out of range, right?
I would say when you're in that bottom level, you'll lose communication with them.
Okay.
But
know.
if you're in the second, like the living area or the scientific area, you won't lose any. So you guys proceed onward, and you come to the first elevator. The doors are closed, everything is there. It appears that the elevator light is showing that it is on this floor. It just needs to push the home button and the door will open and you can go. All right. Company man, you hit the button. Are you pushing it a lot?
I tap it a couple times.
You hear that distinct ding as the doors kind of shakily slowly open. As the doors open, you notice that the elevator has distinct claw marks on the walls. The control panel that you would push to go down is slightly sparking, and there is an oddly melted hole in the bottom of the elevator. Like the floor is melted out.
I'm thinking maybe we should take the stairs.
Yeah, stairs. This is going to be the first time I'm actually going to unholster my pistol at this point.
Yeah, I'm going to do the same thing.
Carlisle, since you are kind of the handyman, the guy that would do the cutting, the welding, and all that, this is unnatural. This is not someone used a cutting torch or anything like that. This was, and it doesn't show signs of burning, so there was no heat here. It melted. If you roll me survival, you might be able to tell what did this.
All right, survival, clicky click.
Nice. Carlisle, you would know that the only thing that could make this kind of a hole would be acid.
And probably not some normal run-of-the-mill stuff that, you might use.
No, like
cleaning.
highly corrosive acid would be needed to do this.
Well, if it's on the floor, I'm going to look to see if it's splattered on the walls or the ceiling.
There are distinct little holes around the elevator. Roll me an observation while you're doing that as well.
Ooh.
Nice. As you're looking around, you also see 2 or 3 distinct bullet holes in the elevator.
And let's see, making sure I get the right one. Stinger, what do you make of those? Point to the bullet holes.
What do I make of the bullet holes when I see them?
They were, so most people have a little standard pistol when they're on a colony. These bullet holes were made from a gun like yours. This was heavier munitions. They were distinctly from a Colonial Marine pulse rifle.
Some took out the big toys for whatever happened here. And Singer is going to lean over and peer down the shaft and is going to say, I mean, I can kind of understand why, whatever did that. would make somebody want to have a weapon handy.
Yeah, you guys got some kind of new toys. You said breaking out the big toys, but I'm talking about new stuff because I've never heard of anything, any type of ammo using concentrated acid, because that's the only thing that's going to eat through this kind of floor here. That's acid burns, and that's not just like hydrochloric or acetic or something. This is something nasty.
So looking at the, I assume, steel floor of the elevator that has been burned through, and Singer's just going to look at him and say, "Oh, nasty! Really? You don't say?" No, I'm not talking about the acid damage. I'm talking about the holes in the walls look like they were made by bigger guns.
Right, but then what made the hole? And do you know of any weapons that use acid?
Is
Like
Singer
some sort
aware
of
of anything like
grenade?
this?
Nothing in the standard colonial marine equipment would do this. Either it was an extremely experimental weapon or this was not the Marines.
This isn't any kind of stuff I've ever come across, and I've been around a bit. This, I don't think this is our work.
I look at the company man. Is this what the X-22 is?
My manifest said that it was stable, safe materials. They work with a lot of things here. Maybe something from terraforming, some industrial waste accident here caused some issues, ended up in a riot. I don't know, but that's not what they asked me to pick up. You think they would send me to carry back something that could do that? I mean, look at me. I mean, my character is rather unimpressive looking.
Yeah, I know. That's why I
Is he
was
wearing
hired.
a suit and tie?
Huh?
Is he wearing a suit and tie?
No, he's even more douchey than that. He's wearing like a nice pair of slacks, but like a buttoned up shirt, but it's kind of like, plaid printed, and he doesn't button it all the way. He doesn't have a tie, so like the top two buttons are down. You can see his undershirt, and he's got like a gray jacket with the sleeves rolled up to his elbows and his collar popped. Like he's looking like a bad 80s pop singer.
Yeah,
All
that's why
right.
you hired me. I'm the one going to be doing the heavy lifting. You're the one who's going to point and say, take that and put it over there. So, yeah, they might have sent you to pick up something nasty because you're going to use me to do it. You guys never get your hands dirty.
Yeah,
It's
but
always us.
I'm not going to be on any boat that can do with something that could do that out in space.
As productive as this conversation is,
real
maybe
quick.
we should have to start heading down.
You're
to
in one.
Yep. You guys, Singer starts leading you guys to the stairwell. The stairwell door is off its hinges. And not like completely ripped off, but like there's 3 hinges and the top one is broken. The middle one is pulled out of the wall and the bottom one is like barely holding the door up.
Are the stairs beyond damaged?
If you look through the little window to the stairwell, no, the stairs appear to be in perfect condition.
All right. So Singer is going to take the safety off of his weapon, and he is just going to turn to the other two and just say, "Keep quiet, no sudden movements. Cover my back, but keep a respectable distance. We don't need to be bumping into each other as we go down." And he'll continue to lead the way.
All right.
I'm sad you didn't say check those corners.
As Singer starts to go down, I'm going to do these in segments. Singer, roll me mobility as he starts to slowly go down the steps.
Real quick while he's rolling, was the door busted outward towards us or was it busted inward towards the stairs?
It was busted outwards. With your 1 success, you are able to quietly and slowly maneuver down the steps. Which of the 2 of you is following him?
Oh, I'm last.
Yeah, I'll be in the
Okay.
middle. I like being sandwiched between these two guys.
Roll me a mobility, please.
Giggity.
Oof.
How bad?
Roll me a d6, please, because you cannot push when you roll that. You do not panic, but you start to have like almost like that hair standing up on the back of your neck. Your heart kind of does that little palpitation, like something is watching you.
Mm-hmm.
The stairwell, they go down. They're like the old high school stairwells that are kind of like the square spiraling down. I'm going to say Singer is about 2 flights down as you start to make your descent. And at this point, only you, what was your character's name? Hudson, hear a clank from above you.
Okay. I'm gonna be a bit jumpy
Okay,
and
go ahead.
do the jerky like look up with the gun pointing. You know.
I want to jump back
All
in the
right.
stairwell.
You, as he does that,
Yeah, in reaction to him like suddenly jerking, looking up, I'm going to jump back.
all right. Hudson, as you throw the gun in the air and
Oh
you
no, I don't
look,
throw the gun in the air. Like I keep it in my hands.
that's what I meant. Like
Okay.
you throw it up. Throw it up. Like, yeah. You see the vent burst down, like the vent cover burst out of the ceiling. I'm gonna need you to make me a agility check to
Sweet,
dodge this thing from hitting you.
sweet zombie Jesus. No.
Would you like to push that to try to succeed?
You know what? I'm going to be a
YOLO.
menace here. One, YOLO, but two, I think it'd just be hilarious for this guy to be the biggest liability possible while still trying to bark orders at people. So I'm going to go ahead and push it.
Okay. Hudson. All right, look at you go. Boom, you pushed it. You got a success. As you raise the gun up, the vent drops and clangs on the ground in front of you. Singer, you hear this commotion. I assume you're gonna turn and start to go back up.
Yes, absolutely.
Hudson, as you hear Singer start to turn around, you and Carlisle just see, if you go to the screen, I'm going to put the image up.
Ooh. Brother, ooh.
You see this alien face, sharp teeth covered in saliva. This face just lean through the vent as this entity drops to the stairwell in front of you. Its hunched body starts to rise as you hear the clicking and hissing. Both of you take an immediate stress and make me a panic roll, which is a D6 adding your level of stress.
Like, do I need to increase my stress level 1 already, or is that just going to be factored?
Yes. No, you'll have to manually increase it by 1 and then add your total stress.
All right, so my stress goes from 2 to 3.
Okay.
I rolled a D6. I got a 4.
So plus 3.
7.
7. You develop a nervous twitch. Your stress level and the stress level of all friendly PCs in short range increase by 1. So you and Midnight increase your stress levels by 1 as this entity is lurching forward towards you.
Okay, so do I go from 3
Singer.
to 4 now?
Yes.
Okay.
And I got a 6 on that roll. Oh, I got a 4 plus 2 stress, so I got a 6.
You are okay. You are able to keep it together, but you are freaking out.
But I also gained that
Singer.
stress that he just caused.
Yes, because he's twitching like crazy.
No.
This...
I'm going to run away.
No.
It's like every time Cleveland gets
all right.
his window smashed.
All right. Before you run, because you did panic with the twitching, I need you to roll me a d6 to see what this alien does.
That would be a 5, a 1 plus a 4.
308. That would be a 5, you said?
Yes, sir.
All right. This is a drone. All right. As you are about to turn and run, you see this spike tail just burst up and fling towards you.
Ooh.
And he on 10 dice got not a single success as this thing misses you and you're able to maneuver. You burst out of the stairwell.
Well, so what I was thinking was
I assume...
Well, what I was thinking is we were going down. Like since we were going downstairs, I kind of want to keep all I can think of is keeping going down. So the tail like misses me because I hit the ground like, hands and knees, and I scurry down the stairs on all fours.
All right. So I'm going to say I definitely need a mobility roll from you to not just go tumbling down these steps. All right. Yeah, you are able to like crawl and burst up. You just fly right past Singer. Singer, you are turning and you just see this entity hulking red, saliva mouth, sharp teeth. Take 1 level of stress. I'm going to say because you're a soldier and you've seen some shit, you don't need to make a panic roll. Carlisle, what are you doing as this thing has attacked the company man? And he ducked under it and shot down the steps. You are still in the doorway to the stairwell.
Has he gone down and to the side yet on the stairwell?
Oh yeah, he burst down there.
Okay, so I have a straight shot at this thing's back.
No, because this thing was facing your way, and he ducked it and spun under. It hasn't reacted to turn yet, so you're face to face with it.
It's more like face to barrel because I'm just gonna start.
All right. So you can make a ranged combat attack. What is your weapon?
I have the Watsumi bolt gun.
All right. So the first box in there is your bonus dice. The second box is the amount of damage it does.
0
the
and 3.
Watsumi, the bolt gun, can only fire 1 shot before you need to reload it. So you can make your shot and see what happens to this entity.
All right, I'm gonna do my ranged combat. Dice to add or subtract.
What's your bonus for your weapon?
Weapon bonus is 0.
Then you add none.
Okay. 1 success.
All right. What is the damage from that weapon?
It is a 3.
All right. So the entity will now make its armor roll. to see how much damage goes through. You shoot your bolt rifle. Singer, you hear the loud bang of this bolt rifle as you see the bullet burst through its shoulder. The bolt comes out the other side, clangs into the wall. At this point, both of you just see this blood that seems to be hissing and sizzling fly out of it and hit the ground as the ground starts to dissolve. This thing is going to make a reaction to you attacking it. Roll me a d6, please.
3. Do I add my stress level to that?
No.
Okay.
This is just I have a chart of the things it does.
Okay.
At this point, after you shoot it and this acid just goes flying, this thing hunches down and lunges at you. It's full airborne, about to land on you. It is going to use its... All right, its base damage. As it lunges, its claws come down and slash right across your chest. You take 2 points of damage.
Is that this reducing health?
Yes.
Okay.
Do you have any armor by chance? I don't believe you did. I think Benny's the only one with armor.
I don't see anything. Nope.
Okay. How much health did your character have?
I had 5. Now I'm at 3.
Okay. Yeah, this thing got you good, and it is hulking over you. Singer, you just saw acid that is now starting to eat away at the stairwell. It's not as distinct as the one from the elevator, and this thing is just lunged and is standing over top of Carlisle. And the company agent is just running.
All right, can I try to put
What
a?
do you do?
I want to try to put a bullet in this thing's back.
All right. Roll a ranged combat. Like I said, with your weapon, the first one is the amount of bonus dice. The second box is the amount of damage.
Okay, so the bonus says 7. So actually, I can't tell if that's a 1 or a 7. The font is funny.
I think that's a 1.
First
Yeah,
one's
it's a 1.
Okay.
7 would be nice.
7
Shouldn't
would be
have
very
actually
nice.
rolled it.
Oof.
Oh.
Roll me a d6, please.
Where's the button to roll? Just a d6.
It's at the top of your character sheet.
Oh, yep, I see it.
Roll menu. So you got a total of 6 with your stress being a 2. You keep it together and you don't go into a full panic. But as you shoot, you do completely miss this thing.
Okay.
At this point, it is going to... I need another d6 to see what it does in response to you.
Uno.
All right. At this point, it looks back at you who've just shot at it and missed it. Carlisle, you are grabbed and hurled out of the way as this thing just takes off down towards the medical rooms that you guys just passed. It is now in a full retreat.
I'm going to
the
complain
two
right
of you
now. I'm
do?
going to complain a lot. We need to get the fuck out of here.
So I'm going to go ahead and compliment Carlisle on a very good shot because he clearly hurt the thing. How bad does his injury look?
Carlisle, it is a pretty deep gash. It's not critical. It's not anything that he's going to get an infection or die from, but he got hit pretty bad.
All right. So I'm going to I'm just basically just gonna grab him and pull him back to his feet, look at the injury, and say, "Well, you appear none the worse for wear. Go see what's going on with the company guy."
All right. Hudson,
Yeah.
as you booked it, do you go, I assume, all the way down to the bottom floor, correct?
Yes. That is my goal at this point.
As you get to the bottom, you've probably heard the gunshots from above. Are you going to stop and yell back to them, or are you just in a
no.
singular sprint?
I'm going to the server room. I'm going to
Okay.
accomplish my mission, my little agenda, and then I'm going to get back to the shuttle. I'm going to find another way back to the shuttle. And my
Okay.
plan is to get on the shovel and tell them to wheels up. I'm thinking these
Okay.
guys are dead. Like, they're dead. Like, to me, there's no way they lived. They're dead. I'm getting my stuff done and I'm getting out of here.
Fair enough. So as you get to the bottom, you fling the door open and you're in a mad sprint for the server room. As you open the door and you turn to the first hallway to the left that would lead to the server room, you see 3 bodies. One up against a wall, one laying on the floor, and one actually like dangling from the ceiling. It almost looks like it was thrusted up into the ceiling by some force and is just hanging there.
Juicy. Yeah, I'm not happy about this, and I'm doing the weasel walk. You know,
Take one more level of stress. The first body that is sitting there, there is a hole in its skull that you can see the whole way through to the wall.
Gross.
All right. You are continuing weaseling your way through there.
Mm-hmm.
Singer, Carlisle, do you guys proceed down the steps?
I'm gonna work on trying to bandage this wound up. You know, I'm sure my shirt's pretty much shredded now. I don't know what the fuck that was, but it's between us and the shuttle right now. So what the hell are we gonna do?
We're going to go down to the server room because down there we should have access to all of the station's sensors. And if there's a safe way back up, that's how we're going to find it. I'm not taking my chances with that thing. Also, we probably should find our company guy.
Just follow the trail of piss.
Probably accurate.
All right. So are you guys proceeding carefully, or are you going to chase after him, or?
I'm not rushing. I'm
Okay.
probably limping. Well, not limping, but wincing in pain, just even moving. But I'm staying right behind our main weapon here.
Well, the stairwell is also
All right.
damaged from the acid you said, so I'm not doing anything that's going to put undue stress on it. And into my short-term comm, which I assume the people still on the shuttle could hear, I'm going to say, everybody, we're code brown. There's an unidentified something out here, and the company man just shit himself.
Company man, you are weaving through the bodies when you hear that.
I'm gonna turn my volume down. I'm like, you're alive? I thought you guys were done for.
Well, can he hear us all the way down there?
Because you're in the stairwell, yes.
Okay.
Because your guys' would still hit him, but the shuttle wouldn't hear him.
I'm gonna tell while he's talking to company man, I'm gonna radio Doc and be like, "Look, you got to get that shuttle buttoned up. There's something out here, and do not let it on the shuttle. We need that shuttle to get out of here. Button up tight."
Brannigan responds with, "Already shut. Our doors are shut. We're ready for launch. Once you get up here, we'll open it up to get you on."
Hudson, just get control of yourself. We'll be down there in a minute. All right.
Yeah, there's more bodies down here. I'm almost to the server room. I don't see anything else though. I don't know. I don't know if there's more of them or not, but I'm gonna get in the server room and get the door secured.
Just keep the channel open so we'll hear it if anything happens. We'll be there as quick as we can.
Okay, out.
All right. I'm gonna say the two of you are going down, following very carefully. Hudson, you make it to the doorway to the server room. The door is closed and locked. You would need to use your company card to override the lock.
I was gonna say, don't I have something that'll let me through here on my sheet, like
Well,
company
Yep,
authorization?
you sure do.
So
Isn't Mother technically uploaded into the system? Like, can she override it?
no, that too.
Absolutely. So yeah,
Mother, get me in
you
here.
ask.
Mother, can you get me in that building? I need in that door.
Absolutely.
Mother.
Give me a moment. Hudson, roll me observation as you can see like a progress bar starting to go across the screen. Oof. Roll me that panic, buddy. Roll me that panic. D6 and add all those beautiful stress levels.
6.
You keep it together. You did have one success. As the progress bar hits the complete and you see the door start to slowly open, you look to your left, the opposite way from where you came. You came from the right, but to the left, you see a light on the wall on the back, and all of a sudden you just see a shadow that is identical to the creature that you had fought in the hallway.
Must go
The
faster. Go
door is
fast.
open about 1.5 feet. You could feasibly squeeze through.
I try to squeeze myself through that door, and then I work on closing it.
All right. You get through, you hit the button, and it starts to close.
I'm gonna,
And you hear,
get on the other side of it, like not near the opening.
all right. It closes. And as you are you just standing in the open?
I'm gonna look for something coverish. Like I'm in the server room now, right?
Correct.
So like I'm gonna try and find like a desk or something to hide behind or under for the moment, and get on the radio and be like, "There's more of them. There's another one down here."
Roll me survival as you're trying to hide.
Survival. I don't got points for survival.
You have 5 wits, and you have a lot of stress. Oof.
Come on,
Roll
Mike
me a
Pence, we
panic
believe in
die.
you.
11.
11.
No. 10.
Oh my
10.
god.
10.
10. Okay. 10, 10, 10.
10.
So as you are starting to look for a place, you round a desk, and just as you're about to drop down to hide under it, the little window that you can look through, there is just that red face looking with no eyes, but yet you can feel it staring at you as you freeze completely. You are frozen by fear or stress, losing your stress level and the stress level of friendly PCs in short range increased by 1. So you gain another level of stress. Thankfully, your allies are not there. This thing is now trying to get through the door. You do not actually get that comm off because you saw this thing and panicked.
What I want to imagine
Uh,
right now, if you look at his video feed, it's him with his back up against that door, and you can just see, just for a second there, the wolf's head just kind of hanging over his shoulder. Yeah,
At this
perfect.
point, the two of you have made that turn to where the bodies are. Uh, I'm gonna say midnight because your character is already spooked. Take a level of stress because there is one
Some.
body with a hole directly through its head. One is looks like it was slammed so hard into the ceiling, it is just dangling there. And there is one at the end of the hallway laying flat on its back with a distinct spike through its chest.
A spike through its chest?
Well, it looks like something spiked it. You would assume it's that tail that tried to hit Hudson.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
What do the two of you do as you see this terrifying scene?
I'm trying not to puke, and yeah.
I'm just gonna actually. Do they have any weapons or anything of interest on them? I'm just gonna do basically just a quick frisk of the bodies.
You don't find any weapons on them, but one of them you do find a motion tracker.
Okay. Here, you're better with tech than I am. You figure out if we can use this.
All right, I take it and give me something to focus on that's not splattered bodies and whatnot. I start, making sure that I can turn it on, check it, make sure it's been calibrated recently, and see if I can get it working.
This isn't heavy machinery, but I'm gonna let you roll the heavy machinery skill for this.
All right. I'll take it.
Beautiful. 2 successes. So as you look it over, you turn the knobs. You've used one of these before. You click it on, and then you dial it in to be able to do the immediate vicinity. It almost looks like a radar sweep around you. And at first you see it doesn't hit you, but it hits Singer immediately next to you. It does a sweep, you see Singer. Does a sweep, you see Singer. Does a sweep, and you just see 2 dots from behind you.
Oh shit.
As it sweeps, it appears they are moving forward.
It's right behind me.
It is not directly behind you, but whatever the range is, from the direction you came, you are seeing at least 2 distinct pips moving with every sweep.
I turn, spin, get right next to Hudson so that he can see the screen at the same time, and
Singer.
facing the direction. Sorry, yeah, facing the direction that the 2 pips are showing up in.
All right. What do you do, Singer?
I'm going to, once he shows me this, I'm going to turn around and try to draw a bead on whatever's coming up behind us.
It keeps sweeping, and they appear to get closer and closer. And then from where the turn for this hallway is, it hits, and they should be there, but they're not. It hits again, and they're a little closer, but they're not in this hallway.
Is there what is kind of ceiling does this have? Is it like a drop ceiling?
It is. There is a metal ventilation shaft above you.
Not
At
not
this
anymore.
point,
There's not, I'm lighting it up.
all right. Roll me some ranged combat. I
Okay.
assume you're going full automatic. Just
Yeah, no, there's the time for subtlety has passed. So
As he
ranged
starts
combat.
firing, I'm just gonna drop the motion tracker and reload my bolt gun. Not gonna fire, but just reload it.
Bro, 2 successes.
Aye.
Dang. All right. At this point, as you light up where you assume that those would be, you hear this screaming. As you see the actual metal, you see your bullet holes, but you see the metal starting to dissolve as this acidic blood is bursting. And suddenly, 2 of these entities drop onto the floor. They are squirming and flailing because they did not expect to be shot out of the ceiling. If you guys are running, this would be the opportunity and the window.
Take a shot with your weapon and then let's run.
Yeah, I'm gonna as soon as they hit the ground, because I was waiting for it. Then I just aim and I fire.
All right. Would you like to push that?
Oh hell yeah! Now what does pushing do in terms of dice count and all that?
So what pushing does is, so your range combat apparently is 5 total. Each time you push, you add a level of stress. For each level of stress, you add an additional die. But all of those have a chance to bring up a face hugger, which means you have a chance to panic.
Okay, so I hit push and then I immediately raise my stress level by 1.
It'll do it itself.
Okay.
It's automatic. Only, oof. So you got a lot of successes, which is really good. But that face hugger. So roll me a d6, please.
All right, that's a 2. Add anything to that?
Add your stress.
So that's a 7.
All right, 7. You develop a nervous twitch. As you see the 2 of them squirming, you pull the trigger and you start twitching like crazy. You and Singer both gain a stress level because the twitching is so unnerving. I'm going to say that because you had 4 successes, I'm going to let you hit with this. So that is, your base damage is 3, right?
Yep.
So you are doing 6 damage if this thing does not block it with its armor.
How did you get 6?
So each success over the first is 1 additional damage.
Okay.
So, yeah, so your first success does your base weapon damage. Everything after is an additional damage.
Nice.
So you are doing 4 damage to the one that you hit. It is dead. It has stopped writhing. It has stopped moving. And you just see the floor underneath it starting to eat away as this thing starts to slowly sink into the floor. The other one is twirling about, but seems to be starting to get its composure as the 2 of you run. Back to Hudson. Hudson, you are frozen as this thing has started to pull the door open and is starting to lurch in, but you hear the gunshots and it snaps you out of it. What do you do as this thing is moving slowly towards you?
It's still outside the room, or is it inside the room now?
Oh no, it's pulling the door and its face is starting to come through.
I'm gonna go on the radio and go, I need help. It's at the door. It's at the door. Like, panicky doing that, and I guess just unload the gun at the thing as best I can. There's really nothing else I can
All
do in this
right,
situation, I don't think.
Use your ranged combat to shoot it.
Yep. Range combat. Oh my god, this is going to be awful.
You do have a lot of stress. Oof. Roll me a panic roll, please.
12. No, that's a 1. 7.
7. Gain another stress level as you are doing a nervous twitch. You miss with your gun. Then roll me another d6 to see what this thing does.
5.
All right. 5. Just like the last one, it finishes shoving the door open, and the tail shoots towards you. That is 10 dice. You are getting extremely lucky because it did not land a single success. At this point, the two of you come around the corner as you see this thing lurch into the server room, the tail fling forward. It is in there seemingly with Hudson. The two of you can intervene. You can run. It's whatever you want to do.
I do my ultra instinct dodge and hit the ground. Oh.
Might as well take a shot at the thing if I can.
All right. You come into the opening of the door and you unload. Roll me another ranged combat.
Got it. Gotta say, the Roll20 interface for this game is really smooth.
Mm-hmm.
That is the reason I chose to do it this way. All right. I need a panic die from you.
All right, so D6.
And
I had
add
it-
your stress.
And out of stress.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, no. Add your stress to that.
Oh, okay, so my stress is now at 3.
Okay. So that would be an 8 then. You start to tremble uncontrollably. All skill rules using agility suffer a -2 modifier until your panic stops.
All right.
Because you are panicked, you did miss him. Roll me a d6 to see what this alien does.
Say, if I got a chance to reload while we were coming here, I'd definitely take another shot.
I would say you did.
All right, good.
So that's a 4.
4. All right. As you shoot and miss, it is going to turn and attempt to bite you.
Okay.
Rolling those dice.
Do I roll something against this? Or does it just happen?
He's
It
got
is
armor, I think.
just Yeah, I got 1 success, which would have been 1 base damage to you, but you have armor. So you would roll your armor rating, which would be...
Where do I find that?
I'm looking at it. Sorry.
It'd be
No
underneath
problem.
manipulation, like on your stats. There's an.
Oh,
armor
it's
box.
6 gear. M3 personal armor. You have 6, so you would need to roll 6 dice for your armor roll. I would say roll observation because that'll total 6 and ignore the panic dice. The yellow dice. All right, you block it. It bites at you and it hits your armor, but it does no damage to you. And it is now fully focused on you. Midnight, you're coming in and blasting it.
Well, yeah. So
What
since
was
it's
that,
trying to bite
Benny?
him, I got to. I'm sorry, I got to. I'm going to put my gun right in its face and say, "Eat this." Boom.
All right. You are doing 3. It is rolling its armor dice. It is only going to block one of that, so it takes 2 damage from you. The acid splashes out as the server room floor starts to bubble. Midnight, roll me a d6 to see what this thing does.
3.
3. Uh, it is going to push past Singer, and it is going to attempt once again to slash you like it did before. That is 1 success. So you are taking 1 more point of damage as it slashes you.
All right.
Hudson, what are you doing as they are fighting this thing?
I don't want them to die. I'm gonna fight with them.
All right.
So I'm gonna have to range combat this. Two successes.
Oof, there was another panic.
Yep.
But a panic. Roll me that panic roll. D6 and add all your stress.
10.
Once again, you are frozen and unable to take the shot. All 3 of you take another stress level.
Damn.
At this point, roll me another d6 to see what this thing does. Bit.
Oh, is
Oh.
that me?
Did you roll a d6? Yeah, you.
My bad.
1.
1.
All right. 1. It is as you freeze. It sees that it is currently outnumbered, and it pushes past Carlisle and starts to take off down the hallway. What did the 3 of you do?
I wouldn't have had a chance to reload, but I do have close combat ability. Can I have a go at it as it's going by?
Are you just trying to punch it then?
I figure I would have a knife or something.
All right. Yeah, that's fine. I'm going to say no bonus dice to that, and a knife does 1 damage. So close combat will. Roll me a panic, please. That's a d6 and then add your stress.
Can I whip out my cutting torch and just try to stab it with my cutting torch?
It's a 7.
7. Once again, the nervous twitch, but I'm gonna say because you had 2 successes, you are able to stab at it. Whether or not it pierces its armor, we will find out in 1 second. You do not. Its skin is just a little too tough for the swing that you had. And Midnight, yes, you can try to hit it with your cutting torch. Make a close combat. Oof. Panic. D6 and add your stress.
All right. Ooh, that is a 9.
All right. You actually, as this thing has just hit you again and is now shoving you out of the way, you go with your cutting torch to try to hit it, but drop it and go into a panic. Take another level of stress as you are now freaking out over this. It proceeds to burst down the hallway away from you.
Even with that,
You
extra
are in the
success,
server
damn it.
room.
Yay.
Let's everybody. Let's take 5. Let's smoke them if you got them.
What the fuck are you talking about smoking if you got him? We got to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Singer, if you want to make a command roll, you can, to try to like get everyone to calm down. You don't have to, but that is an option.
All right. Well, I have no bonuses to that, so let's go. Come on. There we go.
All right. No successes, but no face huggers. You could push it if you want to.
I'm good on that. I think Singer's just like shouting at these two, like, calm the fuck down, pull yourselves together, and just having this like terrifying, heavily armed and armored Marine right in their faces when they're already upset is just making it worse.
I always
All
feel
right.
calmer when someone shouted it in my face.
Hudson, the terminal that you need to get your info from is at this desk.
Okay. I'm going to hook Mother up to the terminal, do the upload. I'm going to download everything that I can, achieve my little personal agenda by wiping out the data. And then I'm going to find the quickest way back, find X-22 if I can find it, and then get a map of how to get back to the shuttle with going an alternate path from where we came.
All right. At this point, we are going to go into Act 2 of the game. If you have followed your personal agenda, you get a story point, which allows you a free reroll at some point. I believe all of you have.
I don't think I have.
You have, okay. No, you haven't.
Nope.
No. All right. So the other two have. Company man, roll me a comm tech as you are trying to do all this extra stuff as well as upload the data.
Hey,
God
look at
dang.
that.
Holy
I am
hell.
motivated.
Not only that, but he found like 16 extra credits, like lodged in someone's account. And he just downloaded for himself.
All right. So, you basically have done so good at finger fucking this terminal that everything you want is done in a matter of seconds. Like, the two of you are impressed that he's just like, all right, got the data. This is the route we gotta take. X-22 is in their shuttle in the cargo bay. However, at this point, Hudson, there is a little email or notice that has come from the company directed to you.
I open it.
It reads as follows. Hudson, company directive. Entities on colony are proprietary property. If you are unable to retrieve and bring a specimen home, ensure that no one else can get one.
Do we see this show up on the screen since he just opened it up?
That is a question. Did you open it on the screen? Or did you do it on your little data?
Oh, I was gonna say it would be pretty fun to say I opened it up on the screen, because panic mode.
I would say
moving really, really fast.
Yeah, with the amount of stress you had, I think it would make sense.
Yeah.
To have brought it up.
Yeah, like I'm probably not thinking the clearest.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's say I opened it up on the screen. Let's like I said, let's cause some chaos.
Yeah, the two of you see this distinct email, and it's purely from Wayland Utah, or sincerely the Wayland Yutani Corporation.
Oh, fuck that. Nothing is coming back with us. We are leaving this stuff here. Nothing is getting on that shuttle except us. And if you want to argue that, you're not getting on the shuttle either.
I have, for once, man, I got zero argument with you. 100% with you, bro.
But medical probably has liquid nitrogen dispensers. We can use them as a weapon.
Unless you want your face going into that, you are going to ignore that idea right this second, and we were getting out of here. You have two directives. I'm going to help you with the second one. We're not doing the first one. Get the fuck out of that chair. We are leaving now.
All right. Well, the other one said or ensure no one else can get to them. I'm going to open up the. Can I set the self-destruct to turn itself on?
I'm going to say with those 6 successes, there is no self-destruct, but you realize that you can backfeed the power into the terraformer and basically turn it into a nuke.
So,
however, you would have to do it from this terminal, and you would have 5 minutes to get out.
Yeah.
Like, that is full shuttle off the planet, 5 minutes.
Yeah. We're probably not getting paid anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm not going to say it. I'm going to do it. And I'm going to say, fine. After the timer goes off, okay, 5 minutes. We need to be wheels up in 5.
I'm reloading as he was typing, so.
Same.
All right.
We're going on 2 hours. Would it be possible for us to take 5 right now?
Absolutely.
All right. 5-minute break.
Yeah, that's fine with me.
Well, let me heat up some coffee. You big stupid ginge.
Do.
I like how we're currently streaming 2 separate feeds of the puppies.
That's because when people shut their cameras off, it screws up everything.
Oh, that wasn't a joke. I have a husky myself, so I like seeing them.
Oh, okay.
Coffee, coffee, coffee. Coffee.
Yeah, you guys are about to be in the get the fuck out.
Yep. It's gonna be
We
fun
are
on a bun.
leaving. I was just commenting. It was nice that we actually had 2 different views of you with your husky and your Samoyed.
Samoyed, that's a husky and a Malamute.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it was
Yeah.
Samoyed. My bad.
No. She standing dog, that's Winyr. She's about 50 pounds. Laying down, you can barely see him right now. That's Alphonse. He's 170.
Wow.
Yeah.
Holy.
Yeah, he a big
My husky's
boy.
like 45 pounds.
Yeah, she's about 45, 50 pounds. She's teeny tiny. He's my big massive puppy. He's only 2 years old too.
Damn.
Yeah. Yep. And he thinks he's a lapdog because he crawls into that recliner with me every day. Like I will sit in that recliner and he will crawl over and either just lay down on top of me and like put his head here, kind of like paws on shoulders, head here, or he tries to sit on the foot of the recliner. And if I move in any way, shape, or form, it gets thrown. And I end up with my feet pointing at the ceiling and, in this weird, like, I need to roll out of the chair position.
Mine's more like a cat. She doesn't want you to pet her. She's not really keen on that unless she really wants attention. Then she'll come over and she slinks down and just drops her head onto you. Like neck and head just kind of lays on you. Or if she's feeling really sassy, she'll just come over if it like you're laying down and she'll just sit on you.
She's Velcro with me. She hates everybody else. I have yet to find another person she likes. And it's not aggressive, doesn't like other people. It's fearful, doesn't like other people. And she has no reason to be either. She's never been yelled at, hit, or harassed by another person. She is just very attached and avoidant at the same time.
Okay.
Dum Dum, oh, he thinks everybody wants him to jump on them and, I'm going to jump on this person and lick them to death. Why? Because I can, and everybody wants this type of treatment. I promise you.
Hey, I approve that message.
Yeah. But it's nice because people see him once in like the window and they don't come over to the house and knock on the door. And I have very few people that like try to cut through my yard because they see him and they're like, oh no.
It was at that moment they knew they fucked up.
Oh yeah, dude. I have DoorDash drivers that refuse to come up to the door. Like he's never done an aggressive thing ever. He's just come up next to me and like stuck his head out the door and looked at them. And that was enough for them to be like, nope, not coming back to that house. Or if I do, they call me and have me come down to the end of the driveway. And I'm like, what? They're like, you have a big dog and we're scared of big dogs. I'm like, okay. Not going to tell you he's friendly. He is. He's super friendly. But I'm not going to say it. Better to have people that don't want to get in the house when I'm not around. Not that I'm ever not around.
All right, and we're back. When last we were here, Hudson turned on the self-destruct. And you have 5 minutes to get the fuck out. How do y'all do it?
I'm going to pick up that little radar detector and motion sensor and wait by the door.
Let's go.
Okay.
Move.
I'm gonna be
The three
behind the
of you-
marine.
As you're all running, I need mobility checks because I assume you're sprinting.
Oh hell yeah!
That makes sense. Mobility.
Ouch!
Ow.
Wow.
Oh! Goo!
Hudson and Singer, make me panic rolls. Carlisle, are you gonna push that or just take your fail?
I don't consider it a failure. I think I just consider it a lack of success. No, I'm not touching. Actually, you know what? Screw it. You only live once. Let's push it. There we go. Now I'm like everybody else.
All right, everybody. Hudson, what was your panic?
It's 10.
It's your roll plus your stress.
I know, it's 10.
10. Oh.
I'm
Once
used to getting
again,
10.
You freeze completely. Singer, what do you do?
I got a 7, so am I still me?
Your total of a 7 is the nervous twitch again, but you're still running. Midnight. Or Carlisle.
That would be a 10.
So Singer, as you are running, you start to twitch because this is an extremely stressful situation. You hear the footsteps behind you have stopped completely.
So I'm going to turn around. I'm going to grab these two, and I'm just going to knock their heads together. Like, pull yourselves together and fucking run.
Okay. At this point, as you start to turn, there is the way that you came, which is the stairwell. There's the other way, which is the emergency service hatch that will take you to the first floor. As you turn the corner, you're at the intersection. Which way are you choosing to go?
Probably back up the stairwell because I'm already familiar with it.
All right. You three head that way. You hear over the comm system. 4 minutes remaining. As you get to the stairwell, once again, everybody make me mobility rolls.
Ah!
The panics are setting in again. Everybody roll me panic to see what happens.
8.
9.
10.
All right. So Singer, you're in the front. You have the well, I guess it's the only option that you have is your gun. As you are starting to go up the steps, you drop the gun. You stumble, the gun just goes clank, 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 clank back all the way down. Midnight, you have frozen completely. Eric or Hudson, you start to tremble uncontrollably. Singer, you drop your gun, and as you're looking down, as it rattled all the way back to the bottom of the stairwell, you turn and look at your compatriots, who are frozen completely. One of them is frozen. One of them is trembling uncontrollably. As you look back towards the bottom of the stairwell, there is one of these creatures in pursuit.
So Hudson and Carlisle are both completely frozen, and there's one of these creatures behind, you said?
Carlisle's frozen. Duality is trembling, so he gets -2 to all of his agility rolls, but he can still move. But that creature is starting to ascend the stairs.
There's an option for an extremely dick move by my character, and I'm really torn as to whether or not to take it.
Do
If
it.
it is you're in a stressful situation, this is a game about you getting out. So if you want to just leave them,
Oh
that
no,
is
it's
your
much worse
bag.
than that.
Oh, okay.
The one who's frozen, I want to basically push him into the oncoming monster.
Oh, Carlisle. Yeah, I'm not even gonna make you roll. He is just staring at that thing, panicked. Describe how you shove him.
Just straight up, like as he's turned around staring, probably I assume like trying to reload his weapon, but hand shaking too bad, just like boot right in the middle of the back from above, right into the monster.
All right. Singer or Carlisle, you tumble down the steps right on top of this alien creature. You have stunned it. Take 1 point of damage. I think that puts you at 1, right?
Yep.
Hudson and Singer, you two can continue running. Or you can stay and help, but I assume you're running.
Nope, running.
All right. Hudson.
I'm running.
All right. Carlisle. This thing is squirming and you are in combat with it. What do you do?
At this point, I've hopefully snapped out of my paralysis.
Oh, yeah. When he kicked you in the back, you felt the boot and you like come to and you realize you've been betrayed.
With all that anger and everything built up, I just want to take my little bolt gun, jam it right up underneath the thing's, right up underneath the thing's chin and pull the trigger.
All right, go for it. Roll me range combat.
Can't get away from saying that's close combat technically, right? Because I'm just trying to hit it.
You can choose to hit it with the gun instead if you want.
I'll pull the trigger. Let's see.
Oh, roll me a panic roll, please, buddy.
That is a 12.
Oof.
12. So as you pull the gun up to pull the trigger, you pull the trigger and the gun misfires. You let out a blood-curdling scream. You empty your lungs with this scream.
And my bladder.
Your stress level does drop by 1, but now roll me a d6 to see what this alien does.
A 4.
All right. Its jaws open as it is about to bite you.
I'm just gonna shout into my little microphone.
What'd you shout?
What'd you shout? You cut out.
Oh, Stinger!
All right. That is going to be 3 points of damage. So you are broken, which means you're at 0 health. I need you to roll me a d66. This will be our first critical injury of the night.
So you did 3 damage. I only had 1 health. That doesn't put me like negative or anything?
Nope. Once you drop to 0, you're broken unless you take your stamina modifier in damage. What's your stamina?
My stamina is... Where's my stamina? Oh, my stamina is a 3. So that was 3.
So you were 1 away from being killed outright. So D66.
All right, 61.
It's up at the top of the sheet. 61. Oh God. So as this thing bites you and deals that damage, it nicks your jugular vein. That is a fatal injury. You are dead in 1 round. There is no medical there to help you. Carlisle has bit the dust as this thing screams wildly. You all hear up the stair. What's up?
I would say I'm dead in 1 round. So does that mean I can just lift my gun up and just try to smash it down into its face?
You absolutely can.
All right, come on, Carlisle. And I can't push it, right?
Not on a critical, or not on a fatal, or not on a panic. Roll me a panic.
That's a 12.
A 12. Once again, you let out a scream. The 2 of you burst into the hallway above as you hear the blood curdling. Ah! And then instant, deafening, eerie silence as Carlisle has perished. The 2 of you are sprinting towards the shuttle. Do you have the option to tell the people in your shuttle to grab the X-22 cargo from the shuttle up there?
I'm going to do that.
Do you? Okay.
We're not going out empty-handed.
All right. Roll me mobility as you guys are trying to make your way to the final spot.
Oh, that ain't good.
Hudson, oof. Nope.
And that would be a 13 for my stress roll.
All right. So, Singer, you don't succeed on it, but you didn't have a panic. You're running, and you notice that one of these entities is in the doorway to the cargo bay. That one exit is blocked by this thing. It has not noticed you yet. Eric Hudson notices this and flees. What that means is you see it and you run in the opposite direction as the voice of Mother echoes. 2 minutes remaining.
So I'm trying to understand the scenario. We're running toward the bay where the shuttle is. There's
Yeah, you came through the door to the cargo bay, and then there was that little like airlock area. The door to the airlock is open, and the creature is right there.
And Hudson saw it and ran the other way.
Yes. So you are alone. It has not seen you yet.
So I'm just going to try to do a Hail Mary and we'll say it's a knife, run my knife through the back of its head.
All right. Roll me close combat. Nice. You stab this thing in the back of the head, and because you are the speed you are running, it starts to flail and turn. I need you to roll me an armor. Once again, like I said, just roll observation and ignore the yellow dice. All right. You are taking 1 point of acid damage as you stab this thing. The knife dissolves and the acid hits your arm, and you just take 1 point of damage. But you are able to get through the door into the cargo bay. You see Brannigan and Abel moving a piece of cargo. They are halfway to your shuttle.
Ditch
This
that
thing is
apple, run.
all right. They see the entity. They drop the cargo, and into the shuttle they run. The Brannigan's going, where are Carlisle and Hudson? Where are Carlisle and Hudson?
Don't talk, run.
All right. This point you hear 1 minute remaining. Hudson, you have hidden and you are like cowering until you hear 1 minute remaining and realize that you have a minute to get off planet.
I am going to do my best to run to the shuttle as quickly as I can.
All right. You roll me mobility, please.
Nibs.
Shit.
9.
9. As you are running, you drop your data card.
Oh,
You
no.
can make it to the cargo bay in time to try to take their shuttle. Because this shuttle, your shuttle is gone. It is left.
I'm going to try and
Or
do it.
you can try to get the card. All right.
Try for the shuttle.
As you burst in, roll me a d6 as this alien is going to make a swat at you.
6.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
All right, this is 9 base dice. Let's see if Hudson is able to survive. Oof. Nope.
It's all right. My luck had to run out eventually.
As you burst through the door, you go to the shuttle. You're clicking the switches, and the 30-second countdown has begun from Mother. As you fire up the shuttle, you hear clink, clink, clink. You turn as this red face is in your face. The mouth opens and this tongue bursts out. You take critical injury number 64, which is a crushed skull. Your story ends here. The last image we see of the movie is the hole in the back of Hudson's head with the tongue coming through and cuts to credits. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the Alien RPG. If anyone is watching, thank you for watching. I'm Steve. That's Eric. Thank you, Midnight and Benny, for playing with me. I appreciate it. And as always, if you like the video, please like, share, and subscribe. And we will see you next week.